Bullock has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Wentz to throw on the first play from scrimmage. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Out left to Dotson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. On play action, it's Dobbs. Rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Now Dobbs eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Henry up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On the move to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 50. 30. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Wentz going to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw Dobbs. Flush to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Dobbs to throw. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. A little juke. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Now Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Gibson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. One more time with Gibson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Dobbs is throwing. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Forced out to his left. That one caught downfield. It's Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd and very short, Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Dobbs to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing here, Dobbs eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Steps away, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Henry is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll run with Gibson, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. This is taken around the 12. Found good room to run there, returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. To throw is Dobbs. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Being chased out left. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Dobbs flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, Dobbs, and finding the tight end Hooper. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Touchdown, Washington! Jahan Dotson, 59 yards. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Dobbs out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Dobbs, and he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and the lead will hold at 10.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
A final shot before break. Dobbs buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And hard running is going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Henry again on second down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback and expect.
And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down.
Chase Young
getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz
over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. To throw is Wentz. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Throwing now is Wentz. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. That one is slant to McLaurin. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rolling to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Again to Henry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
That's to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Haskins.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Running from the gun with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A give to Gibson running right.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dylan Cole.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Henry up the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On 2nd and 9, Dobbs got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Bullock's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
They'll go again with Gibson.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
This one left side caught by Gibson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll go down at the 28. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.